Dear friend, here's Mr. Z, your math coach. Today we will spend time together. We will have a basic understanding of fraction. Now, if you never learn about fraction in high school, in elementary school, it will be challenging because we're not going to go to much details. But we will give a refresh for anyone that been in school. They just need some kind of quick refresh. So we're going to spend time together. At the end of this session, you will learn a lot of stuff about fraction, how to add a fraction, type of fraction, component of a fraction, how to subtract a fraction, how to multiply, how to divide a fraction. All right? So, dear friend, fraction has two parts. We have, if I make my shape like this, A over B. All right, let me use a red one. If I'm using A over B, a fraction, it means the top number, that's what we call a numerator. The numerator indicates how many parts are taken. All right, so if I have a circle right there, and is divided in 4 equal parts, and we have used only that slide of our lovely pizza. A numerator indicates how many parts are taken. So it's only one part out of 4. So a numerator is a top number. All right, in that case, it's going to be 1. A denominator is what? Dear friend, a denominator is the bottom number. It's telling you the total number of equal parts. So how many parts are in this pizza right there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So don't forget those parts are equal. So in this case, the kid just ate 1 slice of pizza and we got 4. So he ate 1 out of 4. So a numerator is the top number. The denominator is the bottom number. There's no need to spend more time over there. Just know a fraction has a 2 parts, a top number, which they call a numerator, and the bottom number, it's the denominator. Okay? Now, you can know this sign right there represents a division, and some book they will use this line right there as a division. Some of them they're gonna use this. So you just need to know which way you have, and so you can use them. All right. So fraction can be divided into 3 groups. So we have what we call a proper fraction. So which one we call a proper fraction? A proper fraction is when the numerator is less than the denominator. Right there. This is what we call a proper fraction. Example, when you got 2 over 5, what kind of fraction is this? This right here, it's a proper fraction. Why? It's right there. It's right there. Right there. Proper fraction, the numerator is less than the denominator. Then we have what we call improper fraction. What is improper fraction? Now, the improper fraction now is the opposite. When the numerator is greater than or equal to the denominator. Did you hear that? Some book, they refer only to the numerator being bigger than the denominator, but they don't refer to the equal part. So improper fraction has 2 conditions. One, you have the top number which is the numerator, is greater than the denominator. Example, when you got 5 over 2, what kind of fraction is this? Good job. That is an improper fraction. Or when you have the numerator is greater or equal to the denominator. So when you have this right here, another condition, the numerator is equal to the denominator. So when you have 5 over 5, what kind of fraction is this? This is a improper fraction. Why? Because the numerator is equal to the denominator. All right, let's do 5 exercise. All right, what kind of fraction is this? 4 over 9, 3 over 15, 15 over 6, 40 over 30, 45 over, we'll call this 30. Then we got 10 over 10. All right, what kind of fraction is this? 1 over 3. What kind of fraction is that one? Good job. This one here, it's a proper fraction. 4 over 9. What kind of fraction is this? Good job. This is a proper fraction. What kind of fraction 3 over 15 is? That can be simplified by 1 divided by 3 is 1. 15 divided by 3 is 5. What kind of fraction is this? This is a proper fraction. Why? The top number is less. 15 over 16, what kind of fraction is this? This one here, it's a improper fraction. 40 over 30, what kind of fraction is this? This is an improper fraction. 45 over 30, what kind of fraction is this? This is an improper fraction. 10 over 10, what is that? It's an improper fraction. So far, we learned 2 types of fraction, proper fraction and improper fraction. But we do have what we call a mixed number as well. All right, there is something that we call a mixed number that we would love to go over that with you guys. So which one we call a mixed number? Which one, ladies and gentlemen, we call a mixed number? All right, so 1 second. Let's go over that. So we learn proper fraction, improper fraction. Now let's learn about mixed number. So which one we call a mixed number? A mixed number, it's a combination of a whole number plus what kind of fraction? A proper fraction. This is what we call a mixed number. It's a whole number with a proper fraction. All right. Example. When I have a 3, then I have 3, 1 over 4. This is what we call a mixed number. But a mixed number, how do we make our way to a mixed number? Remember, we learned about proper fraction and improper fraction. Improper fraction is when the top number is bigger than the last number, okay? So in this case, let's say I got 13 over 14 over 4. What kind of fraction is this? This one here, it's a improper fraction. You have to convert improper fraction to a mixed number. A mixed number has this shape. A, which is a whole number, B over C. C right there, that is the denominator. A that is the answer for your division that we call a quotient. B is the remainder. So you can get a mixed number only from improper fraction. So let's divide the 13 by 4. Remember, 4 is your answer, which is your whole number. C, that is your denominator. B, that's a remainder. So whenever we do this division right there, a long division, then we got 13 and we got 4. So the question is, how many times 4 is going to go to 13? 3 times. Then from here, we're going to multiply 3, multiply by 4, we're going to put right there under our denominator. And then there is a subtraction there. 13 minus 12, you have 1. 1 is your B, which is your remainder. 3, that is your quotient, your answer for the division. That is A. And then 4 right there, that is your denominator that is going to go over. So once we follow that shape, we will have what is A. A is going to be 3. Put your line of division. C is going to be your denominator, remain the same. Your remainder of the division go on the top. This is how you go from an improper fraction to a mixed number, all right? So now how can you go from a mixed number back to improper fraction? So the question is, how can you convert improper fraction to a mixed number? We do what we call a C method. It means from 4 to 3, we are going to multiply. Wherever the product we get, we will add that to 1, to the top number. So 4 times 3, you got 12 plus 1, 13, and you keep the denominator the same. So you have a 13 over 4. This is how we go from one side, improper fraction, to a mixed number. Mixed number, how can you convert a mixed number to improper fraction? Equivalent fraction, which one we call equivalent fraction. It's two fractions that have the same value. Example, when I got 1, 2, then I got 2, 4. Even though those two, they don't share the same denominator, but they have both the same value. Because 1 over 2 is the same, I multiply that 1 by 2, and I multiply the denominator by 2. So I multiply both by the same number. I got 2 over 4. So 1 over 2 and 2 over 4 are what we call equivalent fraction. Let's do like this: 1, 4, and over here I got 5. What will be the denominator right there? 1 to 5, we have a multiply by 5, correct? If I multiply the top one by 5, I have to multiply the bottom one by 5 too. So now I'm going to get 20. So 1/4 and 5/20 are what we call equivalent fraction. All right? Good job. Now, how can you add, dear friend, how can you add a fraction? How can you, to add a fraction, first of all, you need to identify those denominators. Then you need to find the least common denominator so you can convert that fraction, you add them. All right? Now, identify the denominator first. Now, once you identify that, then you need to apply and simplify. So, add the fraction that have the same denominator. So, It means what? Example, 4 over 15 plus 1 over 15. It means you got to identify the denominator. Since they are the same, you are adding the fraction that have the same denominator. The only thing we're going to do is going to be add the numerator. And we will keep the denominator the same. You're not going to go add the denominator. You're just going to add the top one. Why? Because they have the same denominator. So we're going to keep this the same. You're going to add only the top. 4 plus 1, it gives you 5. And they say simplify if it's possible. I got 5 over 15. I can simplify the top one by 5. I have 1. Simplify the bottom one by 5. I got 3. This is mean we simplify if is possible. Let's do a couple exercise. So 2. So let's see. All right, so all right, let's do 2, 5 plus 8 over 5. What's the answer? Let's do now 19 over 10 plus 1 over 10. Let's do 15 over 30 plus 30. Let's call this, let's call this 45 over 30. Let's do this right here. This fraction have the same denominator. So we're just going to add the bottom on the top one by keeping the denominator the same. We keep that one, we're just going to add y because they are both, they have the same denominator. So we're only going to add a 2 and 8. That gives us what? 10. And 10 divided by 5, it gives you what? 2. All right. Let's do this right here. 10 and 10 are the same. We keep 10 over there. We're adding only the top. 19 plus 1, we got 20. 20 divided by 10, we got what? 2. Let's look at here. You have 30 and 30. We're going to keep 30. We'll add only the top one. So by adding the top one, you got 15 plus 45, you got 60. 60 divided by 30 is 2. All right, dear friend. This is how you add up the denominator, the fraction that have the same denominator, okay? But what happened? How can we add something that do not have the same denominator? First of all, you need to find the common denominator. Okay? Find the least common multiple of that denominator. Something that can be divided by both a number and give you a perfect division, which the answer, the remainder is 0. Now, you can convert them to equivalent fraction. Add and simplify. Example. When I have 1 over 2, let's call this 1 over 2 plus 3, we call it over 5. Now, one way, addition have a different way to do that. So one way you can do that is to identify first the lowest common denominator. It means a number, the least one that can be divided by both 2 and by 4. I have a 4. Once I found that, then I'm going to do 4 divided by 2. The answer I'm going to get, I'm going to multiply with the numerator on the top. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. You put your plus sign. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. So now I'm going to have a 7 over 4. What kind of fraction is this? This one here is an improper fraction. So we need to convert that to a mixed number. And to convert that to a mixed number, you keep 4 on the bottom. How many times 4 is going to go to 7? Is only 1 time. And the remainder is going to be 3. So when I do 4 times 1, 4 plus 3, 7, 7, 4. This is how you solve that one. Okay? Now, there are so many ways you can do that. You just have to stick with what you know, and you can learn that better. All right, let's do this exercise. 1, 4 plus 5 over 6. Well, we're going to solve this right here. 2 ways, 3 ways. So you need to remember which approach you're going to use. The first approach is to identify the lowest common denominator between 4 and 6. I know it's 12. Yes, you can do 24. Yes, you can do 36. But before you make it to those numbers, you have the least one, the lowest common, the least one, okay? The least one, lowest common denominator, which is 12. So then, once I identify that, I will do 12 divided by 4, okay? The answer that you get, you're going to multiply with the numerator. So we do 12 divided by 4, 3. 3 times 1 is 3. You put right there. Now add that sign. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 2 times 5 is what? 10. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 2 times 5 is 10. So you will have 13 over 12. What kind of fraction is this? It's improper fraction. So you can convert that to a whole number and the proper fraction. 12 will go to 13 only 1 time, and the remainder is going to be 1. That is one way to solve that. Let's do the same exercise right there, and let's solve that the different way. All right? The different way consists, just go ahead and multiply 4 and 6. You put there 20. Okay? You see that? You multiply that one. Okay? So don't forget. And then you're going to multiply 6 with 1. You multiply the denominator of the second fraction to the numerator of the first one. Okay? So I have 6 over there. Then I multiply this right here, this over there. All right? That's one way you can as well do that. All right? So once you do that, 4 times right there, 5, you got what? 20. All right? So now I have 26 over 24, correct? If now I simplify this by 2, I have 13, and then I have 12. Same concept as the first one. And once you round that, convert that to a mixed number, you have 1, you got 12, you got 1. So on the second approach, you multiply the denominator together. So let me do that again, because you say, start that over. Yes, we're going to start that over. So you'll see. So you have that 1, 4. You just have to learn one method and stick with it. Step number 1, I say what? Step number 1, multiply them together. The denominator together. 4 and 6. I got 24. All right. Step number 2, multiply the denominator of the second fraction with the numerator of the first fraction. 6 times 1, I have 6. You put a plus sign. Now, multiply right there, the denominator of the first fraction with the numerator of the second fraction. The denominator of the first fraction with the numerator of the second fraction. 4 times 5, you got 20. When you add them together, you have a 26 over 24. Simplify by 2, you got 13. Simplify by 2, you got 12. There are so many approaches you can do. Learn one and stick with it. Let's do another one. I don't want to drive you crazy, but there are so many. 5 over 6. Remember, we learned whenever you multiply, whenever you are adding a fraction that have the same denominator, you just add to the top. So what we're going to do here, we will find this fraction, make it equivalent to that one, and that one make it equivalent to that, so we can find the same denominator. So the other way to do is get the first fraction, multiply that one by the denominator of the second fraction. See that, which is 6. I multiply the top number by 6 for the first fraction, and I multiply the bottom number by 6 as well. I put my plus sign. Now I have 5 over 6. I'm going to multiply that one by the denominator of the first fraction, which is 4, and multiply the denominator of the second fraction by the denominator of the first fraction, which is 4. Then I got 6, 24, plus 20 over 24. We learn they have the both denominator. You're just going to add the top number. And once you do that, you have a 26 over 24. And once you divide that, you will have a 13 over 12. This is a mixed number, a improper fraction. Convert that to mixed number, it's 1. Then you got 12, and you have 1 over there. This is different way you learn how you can add a fraction. We talk about a mixed number already. A mixed number combine a whole number with a proper fraction. It means what? When I have 1 over 3, this way I can expand it like this to 1 plus 1 over 3. So anytime you are adding a whole number and a proper fraction, like this, 1 plus 1/3, I can then get rid of the plus sign and bring 1, put that in the front of 1/3. Example, if I got 2 plus 3 over 4, this one here become 2, 3, 4. Same concept, if I got 5 plus 9 over 10, it's a whole number plus a proper fraction. This one here will become 5, 9 over 10. It's always great to keep that in mind, just in case you come up with a question like this. So we learned about a mixed number. All right. So let's learn how we can add a mixed number. So if I have 1, 3, 5, okay, pay attention, plus I got 3, I got 4. Anytime you are adding a mixed number, they have the same denominator. The only thing you have to do, you will keep that denominator the same. You will add the whole number. See, the whole number for this fraction. You add them together. 1 plus 3. I'm gonna go to 4. Then after you do that, now you can add the top number, which is the numerator, together. 3 plus 4, it gives you 7. This is what we call a math fact. But we can do that as a general rule as well. It means what? We can use this, but make them to improper or fraction, then add them. Let's figure it out. So we have, we're going to check if you make us give the same answer. 1, 3, 5, plus 3, 4, 5. To improper fraction, 5 times 5, 1, 5 plus 3, 8. You got 8 over 5. Plus 3 times 5, 15 plus 4. 3 times 5, 15. 15 plus 4 is what? 19. 19 over 5. So once we do that together, dear friend, you're going to have an 8 plus 9. You have a 27 over 5. What kind of fraction is this? It's a proper fraction. Well, you're going to convert that to a mixed number. I have 5. How many times 5 going to go to 27? 4 times. 4 times 5 is 20. The difference between 27 and 20 is 7. You see that? So they are the same as the first one. The first one is a math fact. The second one is a general rule. So when you know the math fact, is same thing like any number multiplied by 0 give you the number. 0, give you 0. Like 0 times 40, it's 0. Any number multiplied by 1 give you the number. Example, 2,000 times 1, it gives you 2,000. You see that? So 1 is a matter fact. The second one, it was a general rule. If you don't know that, you can still make that one. We learn how you can change a mixed number to improper fraction. All right, let's do some of exercise. How you can convert a mixed number, convert a mixed number to improper fraction. All right. Remember, practice make perfect. You gotta do a lot of practice to get the hang of it. All right. So let's do 3. How you can convert this to improper fraction? C method. Multiply and add. 3 times 2 times 3, 6, plus 1, 7. So you're gonna have a 7. You keep the denominator. That is the same thing. This is how you can convert a mixed number. Let's do 2, 5 over 8. So same concept. Multiplication, add. 2 times 8 times 2, 16, plus 5. You got 21 over 8. This is how you can convert mixed number to improper convert a mixed number to improper fraction. All right? How now you can change improper fraction to a mixed number. How can you change improper fraction to a mixed number? So we learned that. Example 15, then you got over 7. This is an improper fraction. Why? The top number is big, so you gotta keep the denominator the same. How many times 7 is gonna go to 15? 2 times. It give me 14. The difference is 1. Remember, a mixed number, it's a whole number and a proper fraction. So if you find something that is not a proper fraction, I mean, you have not done that correct. Okay? So don't forget that one. All right. This is how you can go from an improper fraction to a mixed number. Let's do this. 3 over 2. What kind of fraction is this? Improper fraction. I'll keep the denominator the same. 2, how many times 2 gonna go to 3? 1 time. What is the remainder? It's 1. This is how you go from improper fraction to a mixed number. All right? So, practice make perfect. If you do practice, you will get the hang of it. But if you don't do practice, it's gonna be hard. All right? Now, let's cover something. How do you multiply or divide a fraction? Subtracting a fraction with the same denominator, you're gonna do only the top one like you did with the in addition. Let's say 4 over 3 minus 1 over 3. Since they have the same denominator, you're gonna only subtract the top number. So which is gonna be 3 over 3, and the answer is gonna be 1. All right? So those are the basic stuff for you guys to get the hang of it. Remember, practice makes perfect. You have to practice for you to get it. Let's do another exercise. 4, 5 minus 3 over 5. You're subtracting only the top number because the bottom number has the same denominator. So it's gonna be 4 minus 3, 1. Then I keep the same denominator, which is 1 over 5, right? Let's we learned that one. We cover that one. When it comes to a mixed number, let's do another one, 3, 1/3 minus 1 over 2/3. All right. So the best thing to do is bring this right here as a improper fraction. 2 times 3, 6 plus 1, 7. 7 over 2 minus 3 times 1, 3 plus 2. 3 times 1, 3 plus 2, 5. You have a 5 over 3. Now that I have this shape right there, I can easily decide which way you wanna do that. I can go ahead, find the lowest common denominator, which is 6. 6 divided by 2, it's 3. 3 times 7 is 21. Minus 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 times 5 6 divided by 3, 2. 2 times 5, 10. And then 21, you will have 11 over 6. What kind of fraction? It is an improper fraction. So simplify that to the other one, going to be 6. Go over there one time, and the difference is 5. All right? This is different way. More you do practice, more you will understand those stuff. So we learned about how to subtract fraction that have a different denominator. Example, let's do 1 here. You have 4, 9, minus 1 over 3. They don't have the same denominator. So you got found the number that have, which is 9. 9 divided by 9, which is 1. 1 times 4, it's 4. Then 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Now you have 1 over 9. All right? Oh, as we learn the other way, when you do the addition, you can follow the same process. The same process as well. All right, so, or you can use the other approach. Remember, there are so many, like we did you just have to learn one. Same concept. I multiply the bottom number first. What do I have? I put there, I got 27, correct? Then I'm gonna multiply like that. 4 times 3, you got what? 12. I put my sign right there. Now I'm gonna do 9 times 1. I have 9. So now I'm gonna have 12 minus 9. I got 3 over 27. I simplify both sides by 3. I have 1. On the bottom, I have 9. This is another way you can solve them. Or let's do the other one too. Learn which one you love and study that and do that well. We can use this thing right there. All right, multiply top and bottom. So I'm gonna get a 4 over 9. I multiply that by this 3, and the bottom multiply by 3. Minus, I have 1 over 3, multiply by 9. This right here multiply by 9. In that way, I'm gonna have a 12 over 27 minus 9 over 27. Anytime you are subtracting fraction that have the same denominator, you only subtract the top number. 12 minus 9 is 3. Keep the numerator, the denominator the same. And once you simplify that one, you have 1 over 9. So there are so many ways to solve how to add fraction or how to subtract fraction. Learn one way and stay with it. Practice make perfect. More you do exercise, more you're gonna get the hang of it. All right? All right. Maybe we can do another exercise on how now you can multiply fraction. When you have like 3 over 4, multiply by 5 over 2. Anytime you multiply fraction, you have to multiply the numerator together and you multiply the denominator together. So I'm going to have a 3 times 5 over 4 times 2. By doing like that, I'm going to have a 15, and then I'm going to have a 8. What kind of fraction is this? It's improper fraction. So you have to convert to have an 8. 8 to go to 15, how many times? 1. So the difference between 15 and 8 is 7. All right. Let's do another one. 3, 4. Multiply that by 5. Anytime you are multiplying a fraction by a whole number, make that whole number as a fraction by divide that by 1. From that one, you do the same thing. Multiply numerator together, and then multiply denominator together. So now you have a 15 over 4. What kind of fraction is this? It's improper fraction. Convert to that. You keep 4. 4 go to 15, the 3 times. The remainder, 3 and 4 is 12. It's 3. All right? That's the same concept. You have 5 multiplied by a fraction. Same concept. Put 1 under that. And now you can multiply 5 multiply by 3, which is the same as the previous one, 1 times 4. Now I have 15 times 4 over 4. Then it's improper fraction. I got 4 over there. 4 go to 15 the 3 times. The remainder is going to be 3. All right. Those are different ways you can multiply fraction. But what if now, if but Mr. Z, don't erase. Why do you mean don't erase? You can rewind the video, right? So let's go back there. Since we're talking about how to do multiplication, now we can do how you can multiply a mixed number, correct? You got it? How can you multiply a mixed? Let's say you got 1, I got 2/3, multiply by 3, 4/5. To multiply a mixed number, step number 1, you need to convert them. Remember, lowest common denominator is only for addition and subtraction. Whenever you multiply or you are adding, there is nothing like that for you to go find the lowest common denominator. So right here, we will convert those two fractions to improper fraction first. You do your C method. 3 times 1, 3, plus 2, 5. Correct? Now you got 5 over 3. Multiply. Now let's convert to that one. 3, 5 times 3, 15, plus 4, 19. Now I have a 19 over 5. Correct? 5 times 3 is 15 plus 4, 19. From that one, now you multiply the numerator together and multiply the denominator together. Once you do that, right here, use your calculator. 45 times 1, you put that one, you will have 95. So now, ask yourself a question. If you can divide that number 95, see if you can divide the 95 divided that by 5. Once I do that, I have 19 on the top. And when I divide that by 15 divided by 5, I got 3. What kind of fraction is that one? It's a improper fraction. So 3 go to 19 how many times? All right, 3 gonna go to 19 6 times. Now you're going to have a 3 over there, and then you're going to have 1. So 6 1/3, that will be the answer. Okay? Let's do another. Let's do another exercise. Practice makes perfect. Correct? More you do practice, more you will understand that. So let's do a fraction, a simple fraction, then multiply that one by a mixed number. Same concept. You gotta bring this thing right there to an improper fraction. This 3 times 2, 6 plus 1, 7. 7 over 3. So I'm gonna have a 5 over 6 multiplied by 7 over 3. I'm gonna have 5 times 7, 35. 6 times 3, 18. So now the question is, how many times 18 go to 35? Is only one time. So I'm going to put 1, 18, 1 to go over there, and 18 to 35, it goes how many times? 17. Okay? So the remainder, it's 17. So same concept. All right, you multiply a whole number by a mixed number, convert the mixed number to improper fraction, and go ahead and multiply that one. All right, so let's talk about how to divide fraction. So, how do you divide a fraction? Whenever I have a two fraction, whenever I am dividing two fractions together, you need to remember a couple things. Example, 3 over 4 divided by 8 over 9. Now, what we learned is whenever you're dividing fraction, it's keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. So we're going to keep the first fraction, 3, 4. We will change that division to multiplication. And we're going to flip that one. And once we flip, if 9 go on the top, 8 go on the bottom. So this 3 times, it becomes a simple fraction. 3 times 9, 27. 4 times 8 is 32. What kind of fraction is this? This one here, dear friend, it's what kind of fraction? It's a proper fraction. If you cannot simplify that one, you leave them alone. Let's do another one. Let's do 2/5 divided by 4 over 3. It's a fraction divided by fraction. Remember, we can use this sign to represent a fraction, or they can use that one to represent a division as well. Same concept. We will keep the first one, which is a 2 over 5. We're going to change that one to a multiplication. And we're going to flip the second one, second fraction. 3 go on the top, 4 go on the bottom. By doing like that, you have 6 over 20. If you can simplify, which is a proper fraction, simplify by 2, I got 3. Simplify by 3, I got 10. All right. This is how you can go divide a mixed number together, or multiply a fraction, stuff like that. All right. So now let's do some exercise on how you can divide a mixed number. It's the same concept. Once you learn them, it becomes much easier. We learn how to do the other one, how to multiply mixed number, how to divide, how to multiply mixed number, to add mixed number. So let's do this one here. Let's do another exercise. We got 1, 1, 2, divide by 1, 6, 7. So the first thing you have to do, make this as an improper fraction. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1, 3. We got 3 over 2. Divider, 7 times 1, 7 plus 6. If you do not know, use your calculator. 7 times 1, 7 plus 6. It gives you what? It gives you 13. So keep, change, flip. So we're going to keep 3 over 2. We change that division to multiplication. We'll flip. It becomes 7 over 13. You will have a 14 over 26. What kind of fraction? It's a proper fraction. Divide. No, my bad. 3 times 7 is 21. All right, it's a 21 over 26, because I'm going to have a 3, 2. So when I flip the second one, 7 going on the top, 13 the bottom. 3 times 7, 21. 2 times 13, 26. If you cannot simplify this thing, you leave them alone, because it's a proper fraction. Okay? All right, dear friend. Let's do another one. You have that one. 1 over 2. This sign can represent as well a division. So 2 over 7. So this is the same thing as writing that like this. So first thing, you gotta convert this thing to improper fraction. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1, 3. So I got 3 over 2. Divide. 2 times 7, it's 14 plus 2, you have 16. Remember, keep, change, flip. We're going to keep that one. It becomes 3 over 2. Change the division to multiplication. Flip the second fraction. It becomes 7 over 16. We multiply 3 times 7. You got 21. All right. And then 2 times 6. You got 30. You got 32. All right. So those are the few things. So let's see which one we have for you. We've already learned how to multiply fraction. We learned how to multiply a mixed number. We learned how to divide the fraction. I think we have covered some basic regarding what you need to know regarding a fraction, adding a fraction, multiply, subtracting, and stuff like that. All right, let's do some exercise, and then all right, this right here, 4 over 3. Convert that one to a mixed number. What kind of fraction is that one? It's a proper fraction. Why? Because the top number is bigger than the bottom one. So it become what? It become 3, correct? 3 go to 4 how many times? 1 time. What the remainder? You got 1. All right, so let's do another one. Convert 9 over 5 to a mixed number. You're always going to keep the denominator. 5, it go to 9 how many times? 1 time. What is the remainder? 4. All right, convert this one here. 150. What kind of fraction is this? This is right here. It's a proper fraction. You cannot convert that to a mixed number, but you can simplify that one. All right, 150. I can simplify that by 10. Now I have a 15 over 40. I can simplify that one by 5. I got 3. Simplify 40 by 5. I got 8. All right. Convert 15 over 8 to a mixed number. You keep the denominator the same. You go over there 1 time. The remainder is 7. Convert 17 over 8. It's improper fraction. You keep the denominator the same. 8 to go to 17 the 2 times. It gives you 16. The remainder is 1. All right. How can you now convert a mixed number? Convert a mixed number back to a how you can convert now a mixed number way back to improper fraction. All right, so let's look at, if I have 3, then I got 2/3. How am I going to convert this mixed number back to improper fraction? You got to use the C method. You multiply the denominator by the whole number, whatever the product, the answer you're going to get, you're going to add that to the top number. So let's do that. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2, 11. You got 11 over 3. This is how you convert a mixed number to improper fraction. Let's convert to 4. Okay. Let's convert to this way. A mixed number is a combination of a whole number plus a proper fraction. 4 times 8, you will do like this. 4 times 8 is 32, plus 5 is 37. This is how you can convert a mixed number to improper fraction. All right. Now let's review how to add the fraction. 2/3 plus 5 over 6. Once again, there are so many approaches you can use. I'm going to use only one approach here. I multiply that one together. I have 18. I multiply that one, 2 and 6. I got 12. I multiply 3 and 5. I got 15. All right. So now I will have a 27 over 18. All right. So I can simplify both numbers by 3. I got 9. Simplify this one here by, no, I can simplify that one by 9. I have a 3. And simplify 18 by 9, I have a 2. 3 over 2, 18 proper fraction. I can simplify that one, a 2 on the bottom. 2 go to 3 only 1 time. and 1 go over there. This is how you can add add a fraction, simple fraction. Let's get another one. 2, 5 plus 3, 7. Right here, I'm going to use another approach. I'm going to get 2 and 5. I'm going to multiply that one by the denominator of the second fraction. Multiply again the denominator of the first fraction by the denominator of the second fraction. Put my plus sign. Then I'm going to write the second fraction. I'm going to get the denominator. Always get the denominator. Get the denominator of the first fraction. I multiply with the numerator. And then I multiply that again by the denominator. I just make those fractions equivalent. This now, it will become 14/35 plus 15/35. Remember what we learned? Whenever you are adding fractions that have a same denominator, you're going to add only the top number. 14 plus 15, you have a 29/35. So what is that one? 29/35, what kind of fraction? That one is a proper fraction. All right. So let's do another exercise. Now that we did that one, how can you add a mixed number? All right. So you got 2. You have 1/4 plus you got 3, 2/5. All right. So same concept. You can cover that quick. Right here, make this as a mixed number, as an improper fraction. 4 times 2, 8 plus 1, 9. I got 9/4 plus I got 5 plus times 3, 15 times plus 2, 17/5. All right. So from here, I can use the other approach, find my lowest common denominator, which is 20. 20 divided by 4 is 5. 5 times 9, it gives you 45. Plus 20 divided by 5 is 4. 4 times 7, it's going to give you 68. You got 20 over there. Now you do your thing. 45 plus 68. You have 113. Ask yourself how many times 20 going to go to 1 to 10. It's going to go 5 times. So the remainder is going to be 13. This is, dear friend, how you add up what we call a mixed number together. All right. This is how you call how to add mixed number together. Now, let's see. Now, let's review how you can subtract. I got 2, same concept, 2/3 minus 3, 7, same concept. Find the approach, 3 and 7. All right, you got 21. 21 divided by 3, 7, times 2, 14. 21 divided by 7, 3, times 3, you have a 9. 14 minus 9, you will have a 5. over 21. So practice and make it perfect. If you do a lot of practice, you're gonna learn. Let me do one more exercise. As I say earlier, at the end, you will understand how to solve them. Let's do one more thing. We got 6 divided by 2, 5, 6. All right, same concept. Make that as a convert that from mixed number to improper fraction. 2 times 6, 13 times plus 1. 6 times 6, 12 plus 1, 13. 13 over 2. Divide. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 5, it's what? 17. You got 17 over 6. 6 times 2, 12 plus 5, 17. Now you have a keep, change, flip. So now we're going to keep the first one, 13 over 2, change division to fraction. Now flip the second one, which goes 6 over 17. All right, so multiply that one together, 13 times 6, it gives you 17/8. Then you got 17 times 2, it gives you 34. You can simplify both numbers by 2. You have a 39. Simplify that by 2. You have a 17. All right. What fraction is that one? It's improper fraction. 17 goes over there. 17 go over there. How many times? 2 times. Because 17 times 2, it's a 34. The remainder of 34 and 39, it will be 5. All right, dear friend. So this concludes our basic for anything you're supposed to know about fraction, how to add, how to subtract, how to multiply, how to divide. You know, let me cover a couple things here. And then I'll leave you guys alone until the next video. So when you do division, if I got a whole number divided by a fraction, or I have a fraction divided by a whole number. Regardless, you need to identify the main line of a division. So the main line of a division is this. Here, the main line of division over there. So on the first one, I have a case of a whole number divided by fraction. So I can make that as a fraction by divided by 1. Then I got 3 over 8. On the second side, I can have a 3 over 8 divided by 4 over 1. Now I got fraction divided by fraction. So I'm going to keep the first fraction. I'm going to multiply, flip the second one, which will become 8 over 3. So 4 times 8, it gives you 32. 32 divided by 3. It's a mixer, it's a proper fraction. 3, how many times 3 is going to go to 32? All right, so you know the way stuff are looking now, 3 is going to go to 32 how many times? 10 times. And the remainder is 2. The second one is the same concept. We had a fraction divided by a whole number. You put 1 underneath that. So I got 3/8. Multiply, flip the second fraction, become 1/4. So it become a 3/12. All right, once you flip that, 4 go on the top, 1 go on the bottom. 1 second. 3/8 divided by 4, 1 gonna go 8 times 4, 32. All right, so now you have a 3 divided by 32. What kind of fraction? This right here, it's a proper fraction. All right, I hope this tutoring right there was helpful for any student out there that try to get a refresh on a fraction, how to add a fraction, how to multiply, how to convert, which one is a mixed number, which one is a proper fraction, how to subtract. If this video was very instructive, then invite your friend that is struggling so you guys can read together, you can learn together. All right? Until the next time, take care of yourself. Don't forget, tomorrow you will be taking care of patients, but you have also to take care of yourself. But don't forget, you cannot live in this world by yourself. Take care of yourself and do what? Take care of other people as well. Until the next time, be blessed.